Hi friends, today I am going to explain how to create the user in AWS cloud and how to create a group and how to add the user in that group. Okay, so once you have the AWS account, sign into the console, AWS Management Console. So when you type www.aws.com, so you will go to that home page and click on the sign into the console. Next, click here. I'm logging into my root user. So once you log in into your AWS account, so you need to here find services. You can type identity and access management. IAM is the service. So IAM, identity and access management, see here. So click on this service. So presently we have 175 services in AWS. So we are using identity and access management to give access to different resources in the AWS. Okay, so here this is the identity and access management dashboard. So here on the left side you will have the groups, users. So click on users. Okay, so first let's create the group. Okay, so we will create one new group. So I'm saying group name as some developers 1 2 3. I'm saying the group name as developers 1 2 3 and click on next step. So you need to attach the permission to this group. What kind of permission this group can have? So I'm adding the administrative access to this group. So click on this administrative access and click on the next step. So here you can see review before creating the group. So what is the group name and what is the policies you have attached to this group? So what are the permissions I have attached to this group is administrative access. Next, click on create group. So you can see successfully here developer 1 2 3 has been successfully created. So at what time? Today is June 2 2020. So it has been successfully created. Okay, next click on users and try to create the user. So click on add user. So provide the username as some Mike. Okay, so here you can see here select AWS access types. So there are two types of access types. One is programmatic access, another is AWS Management Console access. So what is meant by programmatic access means you can access through AWS CLI or AWS APIs or AWS SDKs, where you need to use the access key ID and secret key access ID of the user. So an AWS Management Console means just now you have logged into the AWS Management Console by using your username and password. So presently I am providing this option, checking this option AWS Management Console access, and here console password, auto generated password. AWS will generate the password for you, otherwise you can create your own password. Okay, so I'm creating custom password. Okay, next required password reset. When you check this box, whenever the user logins for the first time, it asks you to change your password because you are a system administrator. You are creating the user and you are creating the password. Then you will provide this username and password to the required user. So when he logins for the first time, this option will allow him to change the password. Okay, so that nobody can remember the password of that Mike user. Okay, click on next permissions. We need to add this user into some group. So we have a lot of groups. So I have created this developer 1 2 3 group. So I am adding this user Mike into the developer 1 2 3 group. So next click on next tags. So because there are hundreds of users in your company and they are in the AWS, so in order to find the user easily, you can create a nicknames. That tags are nothing but just like a nicknames. So I'm not providing any tags. Next click on next review. So here you can see here what is the username Mike. Before creating the user, you can check whether all points you have configured correct or not. So I am providing him AWS Management Console access with a password, and console password type is custom. We have created the password, and required password reset is yes. And this user has been added into group developer 1 2 3, and no tags has been added. Next click on create user. And once the user is created, so you will get this window. So you need to download the file, so because once you create the user, it will be generated with this link. Okay, so in this download.csv file you will have the username and the link. So by using that link you can join into that particular user. Okay, so it will be your account ID and followed by the AWS DNS name, signin.aws.amazon.com/console. So this is the link. So always there will be a root user will be there, and when we create, it is called as ordinary IAM user with administrative access, or ordinary IAM user with some AWS service access. Okay, next click on close, and you can see here Mike user has been successfully added. If you have any questions, please comment in the video section. Please subscribe to my channel before leaving. Thank you friends.